Boxing Truth here, back with another video. Well, everything is going as expected. The only reason why this fight wasn't going to happen, it had to do with Dazn actually showing the balls of denying Canelo a world title fight and disapproving Avni Yildrim as Canelo's next opponent. Yeah, there's a lot of issues going on with Dazn. Canelo could not have predicted this. He's getting he's being told by the heads of Dazn that they're only willing to give him half of the $40 million package that he's accustomed to getting, that he received against Danny Jacobs, against Sergey Kovalev. They're only willing to pay him half for any opponent that they approve going forward for his next fight. That's the reason why Canelo's not fighting on September 12th. They're only willing to give him a $20 million package for even a potential Callum Smith fight. So there's definitely a lot of issues behind the scenes. They're battling it out. Canelo expects to be paid his $40 million package, well, his $35 million, plus the $40 million package that they get to pay the opponent, and also Golden Boy's cut. But yeah, man, I didn't think Dazn would have the balls to disapprove a world title fight featuring Canelo Alvarez. To me, this is a bad move on Dazn's part. I mean, they have a lot of issues financially. And this is not going to sit well with Canelo. I mean, he requested to fight for the vacant WBC super middleweight title. He didn't get ordered. He wasn't just picked out by WBC. He reached out to the WBC, and he wanted to be the guy to fight for the vacant title. He wanted to be the guy to fight Avni Yildrim for the vacant WBC title, and now he's being told that Avni's not going to be approved. That's not going to sit well with Canelo. You know what he did with the WBC in the past when they would pressure him to fight Golovkin. You know, then they were on bad terms for a while. Then they made up. Now the WBC is, you know, in the Canelo Alvarez business. But this is not going to sit well with Canelo. I mean, I could see him doing something drastic here because he doesn't like being told what to do. Doesn't like being bossed around. I mean, Dazn showing balls, man, disapproving a world title fight when they're not really in a power position. I mean, they need all the content that they could find. They need Canelo on their streaming service to bring in back the subscribers that they lost over the past 5 months. They're only willing to pay him half. So what happens next? There's a very good chance Canelo is not going to fight on Dazn this year. There could be a good chance that Canelo may even attempt to buy out his contract to get out of the deal with Dazn, since they're not living up to their bargain of the agreement. Sure, they have clauses in the contract, but Canelo expects to be paid his $35 million, and Dazn's not putting up, which is why there's been a delay for Canelo Alvarez's next fight. And now they're going to disapprove of Avni Yildrim as his opponent. Yeah, that's not going to sit well with Canelo, man. I expect something drastic here. He might not fight on Dazn this year. He might do a one-off with a different network. Maybe there's a clause on Canelo's side that protects him. If they disapprove of an opponent, he could fight that opponent on somewhere else. Maybe a one-off, or maybe he buys himself out. Maybe they part ways, mutually part ways. They couldn't make the third Golovkin fight. That's one of the premium opponents that they want, that they're willing to pay that $40 million package. But yeah, this is ugly, man. This is an ugly situation. Canelo's going to be pissed about this. He wants to fight for a vacant WBC super middleweight title, and the zone is saying nah. Balls. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next. Canelo might just say, fuck the zone. Buy me out of the contract. Could be maybe a legal battle. Or maybe the zone will give in, man. Because, maybe they'll come to their senses. Because, look, Avni's going to come cheap. He's not going to be as expensive. If they're only going to give him half of what he's contracted to, then Avni Yildrim should be, a fair opponent. Considering that he has to take a significant pay cut. Now I see why the Callum Smith fight has no movement. They're working with half of what the zone's willing to pay him. So this is a bad situation. The zone could end up losing their biggest name. All over for disapproving a world title fight. I mean, look, this is a world title fight. It's not like Canelo's fighting some, complete nobody. The guy that's not even ranked. He's fighting a number 1 ranked super middleweight for a world title, and they actually have the balls to disapprove it. Damn, I don't know what the zone's thinking, but they just made the loss. With this move right here, they probably just may have lost Canelo Alvarez. They may be out of the Canelo Alvarez business. It's very possible that could happen. I expect something drastic over the next couple of weeks. Or maybe the zone will come back to the senses and actually approve this fight, because this is a fight that Canelo wants. And whatever Canelo wants, he gets. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.